sitting above all of us at the crest of the globe, looking down at all of us.
From India to both the substations, and the postmasters returned those letters with the special seal cancellation, and those have a very high collector value because it's a letter they have received from Antarctica.
From your experiences in terms of being able to work in very difficult environments, are there any lessons for us?
During November to February only we are having transportation available. So after February till next November there is no transportation available.
तो अपने परिवार के लोगों के साथ कितने बार बात करने का मौका मिलता है, चिट्ठियाँ आती हैं कि नहीं? और आप लोगों को मैं प्रोत्साहित करूँगा, भारती प्लस मैत्री, ज़रूर अपने परिजनों को चिट्ठियाँ लिखो। ये इतिहास का एक प्रतिबिंब के रूप में केवल आपके परिवार के लिए नहीं लेकिन देश के लिए एक अमानत बन के रहेंगे। इन दैट प्रोसेस लेट मी सल्यूट ऑल ऑफ यू। It's great to be here with all of you between Maharashtra Circle, Goa, as well as both Maitri and Bharati. So very warm namaskar to all of you from New Delhi, and if I may say, I'm extremely envious of all of you because you are at if I may use the term, you are sitting above all of us at the crest of the globe, looking down at all of us, and therefore with your effort and your dedication and your commitment, may you continue to take our Tiranga to new heights, both at Bharati and Maitri. And it's a pleasure and an honor to be online with all of you at this moment.
Thank you so much, respected sir. From Maharashtra Circle also, we are extremely honored, and it's truly a historic occasion today that the scientists from the Bharati and the Maitri stations are joined together with Honorable Minister of Communications and Minister for the Development of Northeastern Region. We also have the team from NCPOR, headed by the Director of the National Center for Polar and Ocean Research, Dr. Malot. And just briefly, I'd like to mention that India Post Bharati Dak has had a long and very enduring relationship with all the stations which were established in Antarctica, starting with the branch post office set up in Dakshin Gangotri in 1988. Thereafter, in 1990, Maitri branch post office was set up, and recently in 2024, the Bharati branch post office was set up, and these come under the Goa Postal Division of Maharashtra Circle. Over the years, of course, in the 80s and 90s, the post office was the primary method of communication for all the scientists and communicate for their link with their colleagues and families in India. And over time, of course, recently, philately has become the primary interest area. There are very enthusiastic people who send self-addressed letters from India to both the substations, and the postmasters return those letters with the special seal cancellation, and those have a very high collector value because it's a letter they have received from Antarctica. Also, last year, the NCPOR celebrated its Silver Jubilee, and Honorable Minister was kind enough, and we released a special commemorative postage stamp to acknowledge the wonderful contributions which the NCPOR has done for polar research. And I would now, with permission of Minister Sir, like to ask the Director of NCPOR to please introduce all the scientists who have joined us from Antarctica. Dr. Malot, please.
Good afternoon, sir. Warm namaskar from NCPR, that is the National Center for Polar and Ocean Research in Goa. We are under the Ministry of Earth Sciences, Prithvi Vigyan Mantralaya. We undertake these various expeditions to Antarctic and Arctic, as you may be aware, actually, we started India's expeditions to Antarctica started way back in 1981, and it's been more than 45 years now. And we first established our station called Dakshin Gangotri in 1983, thereafter Maitri in 1989, and then Bharati in 2012. And all this actually has enabled us to work across Antarctica. These two, the stations between, the two of the team members we are seeing, one is Bharati and the Maitri, they are separated by nearly 2,500 kilometers. That is like Kashmir to Kanyakumari kind of distance. And therefore, it's a very far away within Antarctica, because Antarctica is a continent of the size of more than India and United States together. And we also have a station in Arctic, that is in Svalbard, which is a kind of a Norwegian administered regions. And we also undertake expeditions in Greenland and the Canadian Arctic. So these are the various things which we undertake in Antarctic and Arctic. Antarctica especially, sir, actually because of the value of which the people are being sent for very long periods of either exploration activities. Some of them stay there about at least about 3 to 4 months, and many of them stay back to 12 months to 15 months at a time. So you can imagine actually the value of the postal things when those days actually when you get only the first team arrives with those the letters from their loved ones. Things have changed, things have changed a lot, that you can see that people are in our team at Maitri and Bharati now with a very high, good bandwidth, the communication is possible now. Still, these are the things which, the communication is improved dramatically, with even the remote stations within Antarctica now. However, they still have values. That is why this, I think, the Postal Department has been closely working with us for several years now, with the commemorative stamps, with my stamps and various during occasions, which has generated a huge interest among the community. So I thank the CPMG Maharashtra Circle actually for being closely involved with us for all these activities. As you already mentioned, these stations are already very much active with our postal department. And I also want to introduce my colleagues. They are actually at the stations. At Bharati, we have the station leader is Shri Varun Dogre from the Indian Institute of Geomagnets in Mumbai. And the current honorary postmaster in Bharati is Mr. Sri Kumar, who is a communication officer. And at Maitri, which is situated about 11 degrees east, we have this, the station leader is Mr. H.N. Singh, who is a veteran Antarctican from the India Meteorological Department. And the honorary master is Mr. Soumya Mandal, again a communication officer. And with me, my colleagues, Dr. Shailendra Saini, who is the group director for the entire Antarctic operations, who look after these stations day-to-day basis, actually, because these stations are like running a small municipal towns with including power generation to waste management, all those other activities related to people in those remote regions. So thank you so much, sir, actually, for showing interest to this activity. I really hope one day we may be also visit Antarctica, to see our people directly over there. In fact, they are looking like they are sitting in a very comfortable position because they're inside these very heated stations. But however, they are also, they are just outside. You can see it's very, very snowy conditions out there. Maybe our station leaders may be able to show you more on that. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. So I'm going to straight away jump into it with Varun and Shri Kumar ji, as well as H.N. Singh ji and Soumya Mandal ji. First of all, as I said earlier, it's a pleasure to be online with all of you. What is the average temperature out there right now, and are you going through the 6 months of diurnal sunlight or full darkness?
Good afternoon, sir. It is my privilege to be interacting with you. I am Varun Dogre, Bharati station leader, and he is Shri Kumar, who is acting as a branch postmaster here. Sir, for average temperature, we are having right now it is minus 19 degree temperature outside.
Oh, that's
And,
very warm.
for your question, diagonal.
Very warm.
No, but sir, with wind chill effect, it goes up to -25 to -30.
No, I was being sarcastic.
It's like
I was being
mid of the
sarcastic.
summer.
It's yeah. I've been used to with wind chill going up to -30 because I was in Boston for 4 years as an undergraduate. So I know what that feels like when your nose feels like it's going to fall off.
Nose feels like it's gonna fall off.
Yes, sir. That actually happens here if we don't go properly. dressed
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
here outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
तो तुम्ही मराठा माणूस आहेत का?
Sir, your question. Yes, sir. Marathi, sir.
हा, तो तुम्ही पहा तुम्ही कसा महाराष्ट्राच्या भूमीवरती 50 डिग्रीचे टेम्परेचर आहेत आणि आता तुम्ही -19 मध्ये जाऊन राहिलात बाबा. काय स्थिती झाली तुमची?
-19 मध्ये जाऊन राहिलात बाबा. काय स्थिती झाली तुमची?
मी आहे सर, व्यवस्थित आहे बिलकुल.
हा.
कारण आम्ही पूर्ण काळजी घेतो आपली स्वतःची पण आणि बाकी लोकांची पण.
हा, सगळ्यांच्या काळजी ठेवा तुम्ही.
Whenever
ते पानिपत जशी स्थिती नको पाहिजे मला, समजला तुम्ही?
नको पाहिजे मला, समजला तुम्ही?
Yes, sir, बिलकुल.
हा.
It is all about our teamwork, sir. Everyone is contributing and everyone is very careful about Antarctic weather and personal being.
So let me ask you that
Let me ask you that.
how long does it take for mail to actually reach either Bharati or Maitri?
Either Bharati or Maitri.
So, Jai Hind, I am Shri Kumar, I am the postmaster at Bharati station, Bharati branch post office. So, generally, an individual posts his self-addressed envelope and it reaches us through NCPR. It comes via ship or chartered aircrafts. So, generally, when the relieving time takes place or when the weather is fair, then only that letters are used to come. Approximately takes around 1 to 2 months to reach.
So it is completely depending on the weather and the vessel or aircraft which is arranged. Operationally, challenges are there. So it completely depends on weather. So whenever
how often do you get your supplies at the station, because you must be requiring icebreaker ships to be able to come in there or aircraft to be able to land on in temperate weather environment.
So it's I'm sending from actually your satellite delay connection. They get time delays there. Bharti, are you back?
sir, it depends. During November to February only. During November to February only, we are having transportation available. So during that time, we can interchange our letters and postal. So after February till next November, there is no transportation available.
So how do you stock up on supplies?
How do you stock up on supplies?
Sir, the annual supplies is transported by vessel, which is coming in January to February. So it comes every year.
Wow.
So
You see fellow humans only after 8 months.
Only after 8 months.
Yes, sir. So after February, we are completely isolated from the mainland. So till next November or till next incoming batch.
So you all must have developed very close sambandhs between each other, no? Because you only have each other. You're each other's family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're each other's family.
Yes, sir. So we 24 member lives like a family here.
Yeah.
Everyone is dependent on each other.
Yeah.
For everyone.
And what happens if, God forbid, but if someone falls ill or something like that?
If someone falls ill or something like that.
Sir, we have 2 doctors and 1 male nurse on board. So they take care of all the medical issues here.
And you got medical supplies as well.
And you got medical supplies as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
With the annual supply, we have basic medical facility, medical hospital here. So
Okay.
we take care
So
of
let me ask Maitri. Maitri, are you online?
So let me ask Maitri.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir. We are online.
Agent Singh ji and Soumya ji. So you all understand what it means to work in very difficult environments. So are there any things that we can learn from you, from your experiences in terms of being able to work in very difficult environments? Are there any lessons for us here in India where we need to also sometimes work in very difficult environments like mountainous regions, hilly regions? Are there some adaptations and some innovations that you can tell us about that we can adapt to our operations here?
First of all, thank you, sir. I'm very much humble and honored to be interacted with you, with the Honorable Minister, young and the personality, and a very dynamic personality. And we are so impressed to see you here on the platform. And as on this one Maitri station, we just like to say the few words that we on this frozen planet, on the hostile environment, and while this weather very cold and even outside also now wind is blowing more than 120 kilometers per hour for the last
Wow.
3 days. So
You can't stand.
Yeah, and because we are bound to work around the clock because we have so many things outside for day-to-day basis. So these are the things challenges. But if you think that, sir, when we decide something to do, there is nothing on what on the this one work that we cannot do. We have the dedication which we can do everything. So initially we were very much afraid, very much scared about the Antarctica. But once we have come here and we have this one handled for on 2, 3 occasions on previous expeditions. In spite of the many difficulties, we find here just like a second home. So there are ups and downs, but we work here around the clock. And
So give me an idea, Agent Singh ji, give me an idea of what your daily routine looks like.
Sir, the daily routine belongs to work for light, sir. We have so many instruments installed outside, and even so many this one scientific instruments are installed in the field, and we have to take the parameters, reading, and we have to maintain our power supplies. That is also outside the station.
So what time do you wake up? What time do you wake up?
Wake up means, sir, we follow this one here international time here, and this is 5:30 hours. This thing behind the Indian standard time. So we wake up around 5 means in India it will be around 10:30 in the morning.
No. What time do you wake up in your time zone?
Here, sir, we wake up around 5.
And what time do you retire?
This one we're around 11:30 p.m. 11:30.
Okay.
11:30 time.
So you've got close to an 18-hour day. So what do you do in those 18 hours?
Sir, during this period, sir, in spite of this one doing this officials work, but round the clock monitoring of the scientific instruments installed here and various departments like IITs and this one IITM, IMD and NCS and NCPR itself. We have the established this one weather stations and other parameters of the.
So you take enough of a break to have your meals, to do your daily exercise. Do you have a routine, or is it just everyone doing whatever they want to?
Sir, we have this one established some activities are there. We have gym. We have this one room for the table tennis, and we do the exercise and walking on the treadmill is also there. And morning breakfast, then official meeting, then we go to the different laboratories. We take the field observation and we do all the different maintenance of the vehicles and the maintenance of the generator, and then this one all so many just like arranging one department, one municipality. The same way we work, we have to this one waste
So,
management
so,
system,
so any,
power generation, etc.
so any lessons for us in terms of how we need to manage in not very comfortable environments in terms of what we do? Is there some examples that you can give of certain innovations that you do that we can apply in India?
So this is a self-determination. Only dedication only brings the solution. Theoretically, if we say anything that nobody will follow it, but practically, self-determination is the only thing. Dedication is the most important factor, which will bring.
Okay.
change.
Anyone else within the Maitri group? आप में से कोई जिनका कोई सुझाव हो कि आपके अनुभव के आधार पे क्या हम लोग यहाँ अप्लाई कर सकते हैं? कोई भी मैत्री ग्रुप में या भारती ग्रुप में आपका जो अनुभव रहा हो या कोई उदाहरण हो? हाँ बोलिए ना, क्या नाम है आपका?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Dr. Anirudh Dhar, the surgeon at Maitri Station, Antarctica.
You're a very important member. You're an extremely important member.
Thank you, sir. That's very kind of you. So one of the important things that actually we've learned here is actually how we need to rely on each other. And the fact that we have nothing but each other, we are very grateful that we have internet like IPT and the bandwidth to have video conferencing like at this point of time. But there are times because of the weather conditions, everything is down. And we realize that when we interact with each other, that no matter where we come from, whether it's within the country or from across the world, that every human being is intrinsically the same and the same things matter to them. And among certain solutions that we have seen, like what surprised me the most was how static electricity operates within the Antarctic region because of how dry an environment it is. And that actually causes problems to our electric equipment. And what really surprised me, as this is my first expedition, as how there have been small solutions, as having like an aluminium foil, for instance, outside doors, which help in a discharge of the current. It's a simple solution, but it saves so much equipment. Which and since we have a very limited window period for transportation of equipment, it turns out to be very, very helpful. Thank you.
Wonderful. So भारती, आप लोगों की तरफ से कोई अनुभव, कोई उदाहरण? अच्छा, एक और प्रश्न मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ, हमारा जो स्पेशल कैंसलेशन है उसका प्रोसेस आप लोग कैसे करते हो वहां? कहाँ से हो सौम्या? उड़ीसा से? कहाँ से? हाँ,
वेस्ट बंगाल।
वेस्ट बंगाल। अच्छा, बताओ।
यहाँ पे एक्चुअली हम लोगों के पास नॉर्थ गोवा का दिया हुआ ऑफिशियल कैंसलेशन स्टैम्प्स है एंड कुछ उनका गाइडलाइंस है जिसके थ्रू हम लोग कैंसलेशन करते हैं टिकट का। जैसे ब्लैकिंग को यूज करते हैं हम लोगों को कैंसलेशन करना पड़ता है एंड जो सिर्फ 2-3 महीने के लिए हम लोग कैंसलेशन करते हैं जब शिप से हम लोगों के पास टिकट वगैरह या फिर लेटर्स वगैरह आता है। तो ड्यूरिंग उस टाइम पे जिस डे में भी हम लोग कैंसलेशन करते हैं तो पर्टिकुलर डे का हम लोगों के पास पोस्ट ऑफिस डिपार्टमेंट से उसका जो बीट्स आता है उसको चेंज करके हम लोग उसी डेट पे उस कैंसलेशन को करते हैं सर, एज पर द गाइडलाइंस ऑफ पोस्टल डिपार्टमेंट सर।
एक्सीलेंट, एक्सीलेंट। तो ये बताइए, आप लोग अपने परिजनों को बहुत याद करते होंगे, तो अपने परिवार के लोगों के साथ कितने बार बात करने का मौका मिलता है? चिट्ठियां आती हैं कि नहीं?
इसके लिए सर मैं थैंकफुल हूँ एनसीपीआर एंड मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ अर्थ साइंस जिन्होंने यहाँ पे सैटकॉम का प्रबंध किया हुआ है, जिसके जरिए हम लोग आज का डेट में डिजिटली दिन में एक बार जरूर अपना फैमिली से बात कर लेते हैं. इट इज लिमिटेड बट ओके फॉर दिस रीजन एंड दिन में एक बार जरूर हम लोग बात कर लेते हैं सर. और जहाँ तक बात है लेटर का, तो मेरा ये फर्स्ट एक्सपीडिशन है और मैंने अपना लेटर लिखा हुआ है घर के लिए. मैं बिलोंग्स करता हूँ आर्मी बैकग्राउंड से, तो मुझको याद है कि डिजिटली हम जितना भी बात कर ले, लेकिन ये जो लेटर्स है ये एक इमोशंस को एक्सचेंज करते हैं, तो ये काफ़ी अहमियत रहेगा जब मेरे घर में मेरा लेटर्स पहुँचेगा.
और आप लोगों को मैं प्रोत्साहित करूंगा, भारती प्लस मैत्री, कि जरूर अपने परिजनों को चिट्ठियां लिखो. ये इतिहास का एक प्रतिबिंब के रूप में केवल आपके परिवार के लिए नहीं, लेकिन देश के लिए एक अमानत बन के रहेंगी. क्योंकि जो आपकी स्मृतियां हैं, जो आपके अनुभव हैं, जब आप मैत्री स्टेशन या भारती स्टेशन पे आप अपना समय बिता रहे हो, ये एक इतिहास का एक क्षण केवल आपका नहीं, आपके परिवार का नहीं, लेकिन देश का बनेगा. और आपके मन में, दिल में, मस्तिष्क में, उस वातावरण में जो भावनाएं हैं, वो जब आप कलम अपने हाथ में लेकर पृष्ठ पे लिखोगे, तो मैं तो ये मानता हूं कि उसका इक्विवेलेंट आवाज से नहीं हो पाता, और वो इतिहास के पन्नों में लिखा जाएगा. तो जरूर अपने परिजनों को आप लोग चिट्ठी लिखना. वे आपको चिट्ठी लिखें या ना लिखें, लेकिन आप उनको जरूर चिट्ठी लिखना. क्योंकि आपकी माँ, आपके पिता, आपके बच्चे, आपके घर वाले और आप भी जब आप स्टेशन से वापस जाओगे, उस चिट्ठी को फ्रेम करके रखोगे इतिहास के लिए. जब भी आप जिंदगी में तरक्की करोगे, ये उस तरक्की के सफर का एक अनूठा एक समय रहेगा. तो मैं आप सबको प्रोत्साहित करूंगा कि जरूर आप लोग वहां बैठ के लिखना, क्योंकि जो लिखित रूप में जाता है वो कहीं ना कहीं मन में अंकित हो जाता है. So I really want to eagerly request you all to certainly do that. It's been a great privilege, let me say, and a great honor to interact with all of you. And in that process, let me salute all of you who are keeping the Tiranga flying at Maitri and Bharati. May you all work for the nation. May you all work for the Tiranga and keep our country's flag always flying high. Thank you very much for your time, and it's been a pleasure and an honor. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी का.
Thank you, sir.